northwest of Beijing, 25 kilometers from downtown. Okay, I'm gonna show you around this Imperial Garden. Let's rock and roll. Okay, I entered the summer palace from the North Rui Gate, southwest corner. So you can see here, there is one bridge. The fence was made of marble, but on the bottom part you can see that was a concrete. So that arch bridge is a modern bridge because that was built in the 1960s. Okay, see this one. This one is the original marble bridge. We call it a moon bridge. Okay, let's. This is the early spring. We just had a Chinese traditional festival. It's called Qingmingjie, clear and bright festival. That was used to commemorate our deceased relatives. So today people got a 3 days holiday, and they can go to their family cemetery for remember their ancestors, or they can just walk around. Oh, we can see the ferry boat. This Imperial Garden was originally built in 1751. You can see the weeping willow. They're so beautiful. It was the Imperial Garden. In China, every garden is a private garden. Doesn't matter a private garden in South China or Imperial Garden in Beijing in North China. We have another kind of garden called the temple garden. That's a garden located in the Buddhism temple or Taoism temple. Now you can see. Why we built two bridges over here on this man-made river? So the one on the left, the moon bridge, is the original bridge, and that was made of brick and marble. Built, this garden rebuilt twice, burned down twice, rebuilt twice. But this one on the right, this concrete bridge, looks like a traditional, but it's a modern one built in 1960s. Because when communists took over, occupied Beijing, and they become the new ruler of China. And one of Chairman Mao's close comrade, his name is Lin Biao. He was a general, and he was wounded when he fight against the Japanese and the Kuomintang. So before he retired, and they set up a residence in the Summer Palace for his recovery, because he needed to sit in a car. So they built this concrete bridge so his car can drive through into the Summer Palace. Okay, let's keep going. Wow, sorry, I missed the comments. This place is the Summer Palace. We call it Yiheyuan. That was located in the northwest of Beijing. So for the last 3 days, it will be more crowded because of everybody in China got a 3 days holiday. Today is okay, so I got a day off. I'm gonna show you around. And there's a one gate tower in front of us, and it's called Su Yun. Sorry, that character I didn't recognize. Whatever. Oh, Su Yun Yan. I have to read the printed Chinese. So this gate tower is used as a gate tower for security. You can see it there. And also, it's for decoration. So on the top, there used to worship the one very popular Chinese god, and we call him Guan Di, Guan Gong, and he was a general over 1,000 ago in China. But later he was considered as a god, protector of Chinese people, or even the money. Sorry, I missed the comment. It's not hot. 天气热不热？不热。Just starting, just getting warm. Okay. I'm gonna show you the Dragon Lady's boathouse. 哦，没有，我不是，我是拍视频的。Okay, here we can see Dragon Lady's boathouse, and because the imperial family, they got several cruise boats on this man-made lake. This is the boathouse. So today, the spring's coming. It's getting warm, so more and more people get move around and traveling or see the nature. You can see the pink peach flower and the weeping willow. Okay, let's keep moving. Explore the summer palace in Beijing. This garden was originally built in 1751 and the Emperor Qianlong's order, but in 1860 it was burned down by the Anglo-French forces and rebuilt later and burned down again in 1900, the Boxers' Rebellion. And so today we see the garden is we built in 1902. But later, the Qing dynasty collapsed in 1911. So this garden became last Emperor Puyi's private property. It started to open to the public. Those days, Chinese people are still very traditional. So man and woman were not allowed to go to the garden on the same day. So there's a all day for men and even day for women. But today we're all the same. It's the globalization. Okay, I'm gonna show you this nice garden. Now we can have a better look of the watchtower over there. And this is the Dragon Lady's boathouse. Okay, guys, can you hear the background music? Because I just upgrade my gear. Wow, see some pretty princess over there. So right now, those costume plays very popular in China. You can see the young people everywhere. And this is so funny. So we going back to the Qing dynasty. And this is our culture. I don't want to disturb the people because everybody needs privacy. Okay, let's keep going.
那不是你那那好让人不更好吗？
Okay, can anyone visit do you need a permit to go? Yeah, everybody can go, just you get a ticket. In the low season, it's 20 yuan, and the high season after April 15, that is cost you 30 yuan. It's very cheap, pretty cheap. But local people, you can get a yearly pass. I got a yearly pass for 100 yuan. And here you can see there's watchtower. Now this is converted to a tea house, but you can imagine, you go upstairs and you have a cup of tea, and this side is not amazing view, but outside you can have a lake view. That is perfect view for have a cup of tea. Okay, and this is the magnolia flower, and I just heard that the magnolia blossom in the garden, so I coming to see the magnolia. I don't know if I can see the blossom, but here you can see the crab apple. So pretty. Wow, I'll show you this side. This is amazing. So Chinese garden is a three-dimensional painting, and you can just scroll, wandering around in the wonderland. I would be nice if you could include some Chinese words to teach everyone Chinese. Just a few words here and there. Okay, that's no problem. And you can see this tree is a ginkgo tree. In Chinese, we call it a yin xing. Yin means silver, xing means apricot, because the fruit, the nut is white, so we call it the silver color yin, and xing is apricot. And we also call it the gongsun shu, grandpa and grandson tree, because grandpa is a 爷爷, gong is like a 公公爷爷, sun is grandson, so 公孙 shu is tree, so 公孙 shu, grandfather grandson tree. That means this tree is very old, and the grandfather planted the tree, grandson can get the seed, the fruit. Yeah, and also this is a kind of Chinese herbal medicine. And wow, this side you can see this. In South China, in Suzhou, you will see a lot of these white tree. Oh, sorry, white wall, and different kind of window. So the garden in Beijing was a lot of imitation from the garden from South China, because the emperor of the Qing dynasty, they traveled to South China very often. I mean, the early emperors. So they really, really love the garden there. So they make a replica in Beijing. And in summer, there will be lotus flower in the lake. That's so pretty. Okay, can you hear the background music? Wow, there's another princess live streaming over there. So today, the technology, I mean, this is really good. This live streaming, in the old day, that was belong to the professional TV. But today, you can do it on your own. For me, I'm a solo streaming. I'm very exciting. Not really. Okay, I just got my sound card. I will learn how to use it. It's okay. Wow. This is the peach. Peach in China is not just a fruit we love, but also we enjoy their flowers. And you can see they prune the branches like a dragon. And when they blossom, I'll come back. Peach in China symbolizes long life, longevity, 长寿. And this is a different kind of peach flower. You can see those petals. This is so nice. Okay, here. This is we call it archway, 牌坊, 牌楼. Okay, I can show you the highlight of this garden. Marble boat. Okay, forget the music. And you can see here is the marble boat. In Mandarin, we call it 石坊, stone boat. Originally, when the emperor built this garden in 1751, and they built this marble boat, because in China we have a saying that said, 水能载舟, 亦能覆舟. That means the water can carry the boat and can also overthrow it. That means the people, they can support the emperor and also they can rebel. So every ancient, even tyrant of the emperor, they realize, they know that is the reason. But some people, they cannot do it. So the Emperor Qianlong in 1751, when they built the garden, and he ordered to build this marble boat to symbolize the stability of the ruling of the Qing dynasty. You can see on the top there's a two-story building, European style. It is wooden building and with some bricks, but painted like marble. I cannot zoom in, but if you look carefully, you can see the paint some's worn out. So that was a paint, a wooden structure, and painted like marble. So when this garden first built, it is a Chinese building, Chinese style building, wooden tower. But later, when the garden was burned down twice, in 1902, when they rebuilt it, they built this European style building. And you can see there's two stone wheels beside the boat. And because after the 1900 Boxers' Rebellion, and they don't have money because they need to pay the compensation to the 11 foreign countries. So the Dragon Lady, Empress daughter Cixi, she still needs to build his garden for her retirement. So she ordered some officials to donate money for restoration of the garden, and also they steal money from the Navy. So they cheat the people, said that they built a Navy in China, but they also steal the money from the Navy. So they put two wheels on the marble boat and to symbolize this place for the training of the Navy. Okay, I'm going to show you around. So this side, there used to be several stores like this, standing along the canal. Because in South China, in Suzhou City, and there's a lot of shop stores along the riverside and canal. So when the emperor came back from... Okay, I'm back. Okay, so the emperor ordered to build those shops because the royal family, they cannot easily go out for shopping. So they, for their own security, but also they need because they were called emperor was considered son of heaven. They were dragon. They were just beside. They were between God and the people. So they cannot easily go outside. Like the president of U.S., he go outside. He needed the security guard. He needed the monster. Also, he needed the beast. So the same thing for the emperor. So when he built the garden, he ordered to build those shops. So he and the prince, princess, the empress, they can walk around in this area, and the eunuchs and the palace maid, they would disguise as a merchant, and so the emperor could bargain with them. So we call it a shopping street. In a lot of imperial garden in Beijing or in North China, there's a shopping street, because that was the royal family have a fun of a common people. So here we can see some color painting. In South China or other place, we can also find a similar marble, similar boat. Some was made of wood, some was made of stone, but this one's a huge one. My father told me he passed away 8 years ago. When he was a young man, he came to the summer palace. They can actually get on the deck and have a closer tour of the marble boat. But today it's too many people. Okay. But you can imagine the royal family, when they had a busy day, whatever, for state affairs, and when there's a sunset, they just sit on the deck, have a cup of tea, have some dim sum, and enjoy the sunset. That's life. Good to be emperor. Wow, it's good to see some foreigners. Okay, so here we can see some stone. We call them Taihu rock. Taihu is a fresh lake, water lake from South China. Those rocks are from the lake for thousands of years. So some of the emperor, especially in Song Dynasty, over 1,300 years ago, one emperor, he was not good emperor, but he's really great artist. He liked painting, calligrapher, and also he liked build gardens. So he ordered people to get those rocks as a tax for the government. But later, the dynasty collapsed. So you can see those rocks are from South China. Okay, I'll give you a glimpse of the summer palace. So here is the map. So it covers an area of 293 hectares. It's a huge garden. 3/4 was covered by the man-made lake. Okay, let's go to this side.
那你之前我喝东西时候，我让你多吸管啥的，还不是多出来的？
没有啊。
And here's the way leading to the marble boat. Here we can see the marble boat. In China, we call it a shifang, stone marble boat. So the emperor know the people can carry the water and also can overthrow. The water can carry the boat and also can overthrow the boat. So that means the people can support the emperor and also can rebel.
宋江把这个木船给你击成击毁。那么时值乾隆时期的时候呢，乾隆皇帝呢沉醉在自己乾隆盛世的美梦当中，认为大清朝呢江宁基石，稳固可靠，断之不毁，是没有这个被击毁的这个意愿的意思的。所以说呢，乾隆皇帝的一个人建造了。
要去哪儿？要不咱们给钱，照一张多少钱？说一个。
Okay, it's getting better. I see more and more foreigners come to China.
你看这是个什么的？这是个船吗？
是吗？对了，你看了吗？这就是这个。
Okay. These were souvenir stores. Okay, this side is the Kunming Lake. Get closer. This is a man-made lake. So in 1750, when the emperor ordered to build this garden, but he already had too many gardens. He got 4 gardens in this area, but he still think he needed one more to connect all the gardens together. So he ordered to build this garden. It's called Qingyuan, the garden of clear ripples.
对，他就可以往回去了。
But he had a lot of excuse. He said he need to build the reservoir for irrigation of the rice paddy. In the old day, they have a rice paddy around this area because they plant the rice for the royal family. And also, he said he needed to build this garden and also a temple for his mother to pray for longevity. So his view was fulfilled. Okay, and this side is we call it Changlang, long corridor, and it is the longest painted gallery in the world. It was listed on the Guinness Book. Okay, let's get on the. Okay, I think I just need a rest. So actually, this long corridor was built for the emperor's mother. When there's raining and snow days, his mother can still walk along the long corridor and enjoy the rainy scenery. And you can see on the roof, there's over 14,000 different paintings. Okay, let's keep going. So the corridor in Chinese garden was very popular. We used the corridor to separate the space and also to connect the different areas. And you can imagine hot summer, and you can walk on the long corridor, and the breeze from the lake just come from that side, and you can really relax and feel cool. So here is one we call the pavilion, this structure, and along the long corridor there's 4 pavilions. They symbolize the 4 seasons of a year. And here, and it's one restaurant now, but not opened. It's called Tingli Guan, the hall of listening to orioles. That kind of bird can singing very sweet. Now you can see the top of the building, that is the theater. As the emperor, he would perform the Peking opera for his mother. Okay, we can walk this side. Long corridor is 728 meters long and divided into 328 bays. And on the beams, cross beams, it's all over 14,000 different paintings. And also when we looking outside through the frames, and we can have a different view. Wow, magnolia. Here is the magnolia. But almost gone. In China, we have 3 kinds of magnolia. The most popular one is the white colored. They were blossom early. And also, next is the purple colored. We also have yellow colored. Okay, we'll have a lakeside view on this side. It's become a public park, and it was listed on World Heritage in 1998. So it's belongs to the whole world. Okay, this side. Wow. Okay, Chinese garden, we have one technique. It's called boring view, 借景. You can see the pagoda outside. It's not belong to the summer palace. It's belong to another imperial garden. But inside the summer palace, you can still see that pagoda. We call it 借景, boring view. Okay, go inside. This is the Kunming Lake. It's a huge man-made lake. Today's a beautiful day. Okay, I'm in the Summer Palace in Beijing right now, and this is the Kunming Lake. It's the man-made lake. This is the imperial garden of the Qing dynasty. It's my honor to show you around. And you can see over there, there's one island. We call it South Lake Island, Nanhu Dao. Okay, later we'll go to the island to see Dragon King Temple. Okay. So on the left side, this is a long corridor, Changlang. It's the longest painted gallery on Guinness Book. Altogether, it's 14,000 different paintings on the crossbeam. But actually, the painting was not for decoration. It's to protect the Chinese wooden architecture, because all this wooden architecture was afraid of fire and also erosion. But they have a layer of a castor and protect the wooden structure, because you can see here. You see this section? This is broken. Okay, I hope later we can see more flowers. Okay, it's very easy to jump around in this garden. So Chinese culture, even for us, it's hard to understand. I mean, the traditional Chinese culture. So if you love it, you have to spend a lot of time to learn it, because everything is different from the Western culture. So I'm still learning. Every day I'm learning English, and also I learn traditional Chinese culture, so I can explain to you. Oh no, I can feel the breeze. It's really nice. Later we're gonna see the Empress Dowager's living quarter. It's called the Le Shou Tang, and that's her living quarter. And also you can imagine how in the old day all the Chinese working people to support one royal family. It's a miserable life for common Chinese people in every dynasty, because that's the way China ran. We can see the main structure on the left later when I turn around. Okay, we'll see the main structure in the whole garden on the left. So we already did a half of the long corridor, and you can see here there's 12 Taihu rocks. These rocks from South China, and the 12 of them, and you can imagine that is symbolizes the 12 animal zodiac in China. Okay, we go this side. And this one looks like the chicken, the rooster. See? Okay, this is the archway, and that is the symbol. So archway in China is just landmark building, and if I turn around, and you will see, and you're surprised. In this imperial garden, you see the yellow colored glazed tile, and that is called the Pai Yun Dian. That's for Dragon Lady's birthday. Even this whole building structure, she only used once a year for her birthday, but they still need to build this building. And you can see the lines outside the door, because the lines are good doorkeepers. This is a male. You can see under the pole is a bowl, symbolizes the emperor have supreme power, control the whole world. And on this side, you can see this is the female, because under the pole is a cub, it's a baby lion. So these lines guard the door for the emperor. And here I will show you some Chinese characters. So on the top, on the plaque, on the right is a Manchurian, on the left is a Han. Traditional Han characters. On the right is Manchurian, because the Manchurian ruled China from 1644 to 1911. But later, the Manchurian, they were Hanized, because if they want to rule the Chinese people, they have to learn the Chinese culture. So later, they were Hanized. So today, even Manchurian cannot read and write Manchurian. It's like a dying language. Okay, we'll keep going on the long corridor, go to the other side, and see Dragon Lady's living quarter. You will see in Imperial Garden, it's under renovation. That's the reason why in China those wooden structure didn't last long. So you can see this part is under renovation. Color painting is relatively new. Because Chinese people, we have a concept. We believe people, human beings, are not immortals. You will born and you will die, just like a tree. You grow up and stricken by lightning or burned down or just died. So the reason why Chinese people use wood to build architecture, I think the wooden structure is used for human being. And in Europe, they built the church with stones, because they think the stones are for God, for eternity. But Chinese people believe people didn't last forever. So we use wood to build a building for living people. But if you find some underground palace in the tomb for dead people, for emperor or prince, they will use a stone to build underground palace, because they believe the afterlife, they can last forever. So they use a stone. Okay, I'll try to give you a shot. Okay. Here. Okay. This spot. So this is the highlight of the building in the Summer Palace. We call it Foxiangge, the pavilion of Buddhism fragrance. And inside there's a Buddha worshipped. And because when 1751, when they built this garden, the emperor's orders built a 9-story pagoda for the emperor's mother's birthday. They want to pray for long life for the emperor's mother. But when they built the 8th story, and the pagoda was burned down or struck down by lightning, so later people suggest the emperor it's not a good idea to build a pagoda. So they choose this pavilion. I mean, this is much better. Okay, we'll go to Dragon Lady's living quarter. See if the magnolia there blossom. This is a long corridor in Summer Palace in Beijing. Okay, let's jump on. Oh, here you can see the drainage system. Because when they rained, the rainwater will go down and go back to the lake. In Beijing, you will see in the garden they painted in the red and green color, like a flower and the grass. Because Beijing in the winters are very cold, and only evergreen plant is the cypress and pine trees. So all the buildings in the garden is built, painted into the vivid contrast of red and green color. But in South China, there's warm and more water in the garden, so they don't need to. They have a natural plant to decorate the garden, so they don't paint a very striking color. Inside. And this flower is called bitao. In Mandarin, is jade peach.
他们是在前头呢，刚下来了。
This is nice.
他们那儿多少？
Today, this garden belongs to people, everybody. But in the old day, this is the imperial garden. Only royal family was allowed to come here. Even the high-ranking official, they cannot easily come to this garden. They have to get the summon of the emperor or empress. Every garden is a private garden in ancient China. Oh, I like it.
对，为啥？
In the garden, every season, different seasons have a different view, and have different flowers, have different smile. In autumn, and you will find chrysanthemum and osmanthus. Osmanthus smells so good, and you see this pink color and with the background of the Chinese traditional architecture. And this is the Chinese garden. Even this garden open to the public, but some part still private, not open to the public, like this section. Oh, squirrels! Ooh. Wow, see squirrels. Su su su. Wow. Yeah. The kids feed the squirrels. Wow. So funny. Okay, right now I'm in the Summer Palace in Beijing. This is a World Cultural Heritage. And see this section. I always want to go to the off-beaten path when I traveled. Okay, we can have this view from this side. The west areas on the shelf, and there's a pond in front. And the wild duck in the pond, and the lotus roots are moving in the pond. They will come out later. And this side, you will see original style of a Chinese garden. Wow, you can see the different shape of the window. They are from South China. Peach. And this is a traditional courtyard entrance gate in Beijing. Even in the Hutong, you see lots of those gates. So you can see here is the door knocker. We call them 门蛐蛐，就是蛐蛐就是 cricket, door cricket. That's the way we knock the door in the old day. And here, this one is the threshold door pillar that was used to fix the threshold. And I will explain to you the different Chinese culture. It doesn't matter you go to a private house in ancient China or in old structure, or you go to a temple, Buddhism temple, or Taoism temple, do not step on the threshold, because the threshold, step on the threshold is really disrespectful for the owner. So you have to cross over the threshold. Okay, we go this side, and we see some. So the spring come, and the garden become very, very vivid, and we can see the yellow colored forsythia. And the forsythia, we call it Yingchunhua, welcome spring flower, because when spring comes, they are the first blossom. Another one, winter sweet, they're earlier than the forsythia, but forsythia is also kind of a Chinese herbal medicine. Okay, let's go this side. So you can see behind the long corridor, there's another small canal. And there's a bridge built over the canal. And we will see that bridge is a Chinese and European style building. Because in 18th century, Chinese garden influenced Europe the same way, and the European architecture also influenced the Chinese garden. Vice versa. We are human beings. We are the same. Okay, you can see here, this is a single arched marble bridge. And right here, and you can see it in this courtyard. And this is the Chinese and European combined style of a gate. Okay. Let's go back. Wow, the bridge, so nice. 10 years to build the garden. Also, I need a lot of money to maintain the garden. It's getting crowded and noisy. Okay, this is the end of a long corridor on the west side. Okay. And this gate is called Yao Yue Men, the gate of inviting moon. On the right is Manchurian, on the left is Han. And I go this way and show you some beautiful part of Chinese window in the garden. Outside. All the different shape of the window. And I have a different painting. If I go closer, look outside. It's like a three-dimensional. This is the right way to enjoy Chinese garden. Wow. This is beautiful. Because they built the shape in different shape, it just give you a different, just give you a different taste of the garden. Because the royal family need to stay in this garden from April to October. They don't want to get bored in the garden for a couple of months. If they work very hard, they need to relax. So the garden is okay. And this is the living quarter of the dragon lady. We call it the Luo Shou Tang. Oh. The crab apple blossomed. This is pretty, but I was late. I'm late. Magnolia is gone. I have to wait for next year. Magnolia was gone. It's a shame. I come here for the magnolia in this courtyard, but the magnolia was gone. It's okay. They will come next year. Okay, so this side is Dragon Lady's living quarter. We call it Luo Shou Tang. Okay, let's see what's inside. So this Dragon Lady is the most powerful woman in later Qing dynasty. So when she stayed in the garden, and this is her living quarter. I can't zoom in, but that's her bedroom, dining room, living room, and very fancy. And there's beside the throne, there's a two-person plate, and that one was used to hold fruit, peach, apple, for her to smell the fragrance of the fruit. And we can see outside there's one crane. Crane in China symbolizes long life, longevity. We call it Lu. And He. And the deer we call it Lu. And the vase we call it Ping Hua Ping. So Lu He Ping. The pronunciation similar to Liu He Taiping, universal peace. Okay, and we'll go to this side to show you the huge rock. So there's a lot of rocks from South China, but this one is from Beijing and have a very strange shape. Over 500 years ago, there's one official in the Ming Dynasty. He was crazy about the stones. He found this one, and he wanted to transport it to his garden in the today's Peking University. It's called the Peony Garden. But you can see how huge is this stone. And when he moved this rock, and on the halfway, and he became bankrupted. So people call it a bankruptcy stone. But later, hundreds of years passed in the Qing Dynasty, the Emperor Qianlong, and he found this rock on the roadside, and he decided to move this to the Summer Palace. So it cost a lot of money and people to move this rock to the Summer Palace. But the Summer Palace was already built, but you can see here, and this door is too small to move in the rock. So the emperor ordered to break the door and move in this huge rock. But the emperor's mother was furious. She said, "This unlucky stone made the Ming official bankrupted and break my door again." But this time, one official he came. He said, "Oh, Your Majesty, this rock is very lucky. You can see it's in the shape of a fungus. In China, fungus is very auspicious. So the emperor wrote two characters on the rock. It's called Qingzhixiu, blue Irish rock. So the emperor's mother happy again. You can see this huge rock. So the rock, the stone rock is really important in the Chinese garden. We call it a Diashan, folded mountain. It's a simple rock, just for decoration. But we'll see some man-made rockery that was just imitate the nature. Chinese garden is combine the nature. Okay, we'll go to the courtyard behind. And this tree is the persimmon tree. Chinese people love persimmons because persimmon in Mandarin we pronounce the shi, sounds like things. So we use persimmon as things goes well. Behind you, oh, I'm not late because I remember there's some pink colored magnolia. Pink color is blossom later than the white color, so I'm good. I still find the magnolia in the summer palace, but just pink colored. Okay, I'm a little bit tired. I've been streaming for almost 1 hour. And this is also a corridor. So the corridor built in front of the house is used to connect the room together. That means in rainy snow days, and you have a roof, so you just walk around the corridor, and you can go to the other place. Because Summer Palace is also a museum. You can see on the lock they have the seal. Okay. So here's a door not opened. Okay, let's see. And in the old day, behind this courtyard is where the head eunuch, his residence. And you can see how close the head eunuch to the dragon lady. Because that eunuch, his name is Li Lianying, he was really trusted by dragon lady. So some people have rumors said he's not a real eunuch. He was a real man. That's the reason why Dragon Lady liked him. It's not that way. The eunuchs, they were true eunuchs because they have very severe check of eunuchs in the old day, because that was really, in fact, the royal family's blood. Okay, I'll just give you some rules. Okay, I will have a rest and see you later.